The year was 2017, and a young man found himself on the summit of Springer Mountain in Georgia, the start of the Appalachian Trail. He completed his 450-mile section hike, and you could say that he had a bit of a transformative experience. Many of you may have guessed correctly, and that young man was myself. Now, nearly 6 years later, I have an opportunity to go back and do what it was I wished I could have done those years ago, and that's to fully hike the entire Appalachian Trail. But today, we're here in Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. Somewhere up ahead is the trailhead to Old Rag Mountain Trail, one of, if not the most popular footpaths in this entire national park. We're gonna be ascending the 2,600 feet to the summit. So, join me as we explore this piece of the famous Blue Ridge Mountains. We're a short walk into the trail. We're braving the cold today. It's late December. What are you laughing at, Bill? We're joined today by Billy Bob. But it's late December. I'm getting physically and emotionally ready to live outside in the cold again. Fortunately, it's just after the holiday season, so I have a little extra insulation on my body that I won't have in a couple months. So that's always nice. You know, some of my friends think I'm kind of nutty for going back to the AT. Why would you want to live outside and hike up and down mountains all day, every day, with no showers, no running water, no comforts at home? Well, am I crazy? Maybe a little. Or would you do it too? What do you think? Or would you do it again? How many of you are prior section hikers or thru hikers? I'm curious. What do you think, Billy Bob?
Brother, I'm gonna give it a whirl. We're gonna see how it ends up.
Oh, Billy Bob, he's doing a thru hike too. Imagine that. Friends in low places. No. That's not gonna make the cut, don't worry.
You ain't coming down a hill like this, but these rocks are the size of school buses and garden sheds.
Yeah. Maybe this is where Dasani gets their water from. Sheesh. Ice, ice, baby.
Yeah.
They was crawling through this narrow passageway here.
Fun stuff.
You got it, Bill?
Fun stuff, brother.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. I'm starting to regret having this extra insulation on my body now. Whew. There's a bunch of ice on that rock face. You think I can make the jump, Bill?
Yeah. You got it.
Yeah, right. Did you think I was actually going to do that? Don't be a flippin' maniac in the outdoors, kids. To think, nearly 100 years ago, most of the area around here was all farmland. In the early 1930s, the United States government began purchasing the farms and private homes through eminent domain to create this national park. Many of those Americans accepted the offer on their land and vacated the property they owned. But many refused and had to be led, handcuffed, off their own land. Maybe they lived their entire lives. Nearly 100 years later, this history is slowly becoming forgotten. But for the millions and millions of people, like myself, that have visited this national park over the years, hopefully, in a small way, say thank you to those who lost their homes for what is considered an overall positive gain in conservation efforts and for future generations to enjoy. Bill, you said this reminded you of Colorado?
Yeah, a whole lot.
Whole lot?
Yeah, I've never seen anything like this in Virginia in my life.
I remember you were talking about boulders and stuff in Colorado, right?
Yeah, you were laughing at me. Come on.
There's a history of this boulder.
Is there?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, this is Dwayne The Rocks Johnson's father, Boulder Johnson. Summit is up this way. We still have some climbing to do. Well, we just passed some Austrian gentlemen that said the ice is just too much. Turn around, don't even try. Well, they didn't quite say it like that, but that's how I took it. So I guess we'll find out for ourselves. Yes, sir. We got the fat boy squeeze right here. Good Lord. Slow and steady wins the race, Sir Billiam. Take your votes. Will he be the newest person to perish on Old Rag Mountain Trail? Nope, guess he's fine. Looks like somebody couldn't make it to the ranger station. Oh my god. Are we going the right way? I think it's this way. Looks like it's this way. Oh. The section hike I did in 2017 was from Springer Mountain in Georgia to Damascus, Virginia, which is a little over 450 miles. This time around, I'll be starting at Amicalola Falls. To think how many tens of thousands of people stood in front of that famous archway to start their journey, and I'll become one of many. It's very humbling. My hope isn't just to capture the views and the landmark areas along the trail, but also the trail community. During my section hike, I experienced incredible generosity and kindness from the AT community. If I can capture just a glimpse of the hospitality the community offers, I'll consider it a success. Oh boy, take a look at this. Can't tell if this naturally fell in there or some clever vandals pushed it in there. Let's just hope that this isn't the day that it decides to fall down.
To put our hands on English people's rocks.
These rock scrambles are no joke. Man, I didn't bring any ice spikes, crampons. Come on, man.
In the woods, he says.
Just a walk in the woods. What's up with that?
How hard could it be?
Man, Bill Bryson, you don't know what he's talking about. Oh boy. Here we are. The summit does not disappoint. Here's my view. Wow. The rough granite peaks in the valley carpeted in bare deciduous trees. You can actually just make out the forest road down below. They say if you bushwhack in the right places, you can actually find the town of Old Rag, which the structures date back to the late 1700s. Makes me wonder, how many hikers wandered off the path to answer nature's call and stumbled upon the ruins of that old town? I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere. 360 degrees. Absolutely beautiful. Oh yeah, buddy. Celebrating in true hiker trash fashion. Cheers. My friends, I have big plans for the following years. Many adventures ahead. How fitting it is to walk through the very places that I've called home for many years. My thru hike begins in early March. See you in Georgia.